I'm friends with this guy. Roughly about a year ago, I got into Warhammer minis and dioramas. I've successfully completed one project, but due to time and other wonderful life things, I haven't been able to dedicate as much time to it. Recently, in my never ending saga of buying more and more projects and figurines to work on, I decided to grab a pack of Halo Flashpoint minis and create a diorama for my friend Nick. This was the result. Just go ahead and open that.
Just open it?
Yeah, just open it. But before we get there, let's look at the process. First, I opened up a pack which came with 4 miniatures, already pre-assembled and ready to paint, which was kind of neat. Given that you can customize your own Spartan in the game, I used a few reference photos of ones that Nick has posted online of his own Spartan, and I narrowed down the Spartans between these two, and one day I just randomly asked Nick what he would prefer, a needler or a rifle. He chose a rifle, and roughly about the same time I asked him what his favourite Halo scene from Halo was, and he said it was whenever Master Chef delivers the bomb back to the Covenant. Being the epic Halo fan that I am, I almost certainly didn't have to watch that on YouTube for reference. Don't hate me. I also realised my skills would be very limited in creating this at this time, but hey, it could be a future project. I'm sure Nick thought that me asking those questions were really left field at the time. Anyway, I got to work starting off with a square base and cut down some corkboard to the appropriate size. Initially, I was thinking of what to make, but decided to work on the painting of the Spartan instead. I gave it a base coat of grey primer, followed by painting up the black elements of the figurine first of all. Of course, I needed orange, and initially the paint I chose was a Tamiya orange because it was the first readily available one to me. And it was a wee bit I don't know about this one, Chief, because it was coming out not as I had planned. I'd let it dry and contemplated adding a second coat to it, but instead managed to find some Citadel colour paints, particularly 2 oranges, that actually worked a heck of a lot better. In the end, I decided that the troll colour was closer to the model and figurine. So after applying a couple of layers of this, it actually came out quite wonderfully. I used a Genestealer purple for the Type 51 carbine, and it all started to come together very, very nicely. So with the UberNick's Spartan variant complete, I returned my focus back to the base, and an initial concept ideal that I was going after was Halo Infinite's landscapes of nice mountainous terrains, nice trees, nice landscape views. But I put that to the side because I also thought about creating Nick's Spartan overlooking Halo Ring, but my vision of this and how to execute it wasn't coming together. In the end, I went back to basics, to a map that Nick and I spent a lot of time playing in our youth. This was, of course, Sandstorm. Sandtrap. To achieve this, I opted for a bigger base in the end. I used some foam offcuts and cut them down with a knife to create a sort of sand dune effect, and crafted a wee bit more landscaping with the blade. I hot glued them down and softened them with a bit of fire, and with the corkboard I had left over, I decided to paint these with AK Terrain's concrete acrylic to make it like a blown out bunker that his Spartan was heading to. I also used AK Terrain's Sandy Desert as the basing coat for the whole entire terrain, and this got me thinking, are sandy maps common or uncommon in Halo? Because I can only think of one, so if you know any more, comment down below. I think sand maps are pretty cool, to be honest. Anyway, the results from these AK terrains came out wonderfully and very realistic. I recommend anybody working with projects, check them out, grab them at your local hobby store, because I certainly will be using more AK terrain stuff going forward. This is the results I get. Off camera, I added some minor details, some of which was actual sand for a wee bit of effect, small desert tufts of grass and rocks, plus a couple of skulls to add a wee bit more storytelling to the diorama. I snipped off the Spartan and stuck him in place. To present this to Nick, I hid it in a box that was completely unrelated, and I let him open it up.
Right. So I shouldn't bring it out?
Open the box.
Right.
Whatever's inside the box, there's a certain way to pick it out.
Right.
You can pick it out and then study it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Should I just keep it on the floor?
Yeah, keep it on the floor.
Right. What's in the box? Wait, that's sick.
Do you know what that is?
It's a Spartan.
Do you know whose that is?
What do you mean, whose?
That's yours. I've custom made that. The base, everything. That has all been handmade. The only thing that has been pre-made is the Spartan itself.
Everything?
So,
you made everything else?
I've made everything on that display, and that's yours to keep.
No way. Dude, that's crazy. It's even like... That's so sick. How did he make this?
So...
little skulls. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like... You remember a couple of weeks ago whenever I asked you what your favourite scene from Halo was?
Uh-huh.
And you told me. I had to look that up because I didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
So people are going to hate me for that, but it is what it is. So I looked it up and realised I could not build that at this time.
Yeah.
So I decided custom make your Spartan. There was the other figurine, that's why I asked which you would prefer, the Needler
Oh, dude, no
or the
way.
rifle. So I went with the rifle instead.
Wow.
And then I was like, you know what? Thinking back to our glory Halo 3 days, we played a lot on Darude Sandstorm. I was like,
Darude Sandstorm.
we'll make Sandtrap as the excellent thing. So this is like some story concept that I made up. A couple of skulls in there. You just came across the Sandtrap map, discovered this blown out concrete wall thing.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No worries.
I haven't got the Alloy Energy Sword on.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so sick. I love that. I really love that. Thank you so much. That's very sweet.
Nick has always had issues with boxes and how to open them. Go back and look at him opening the Xbox, whatever the Xbox was, on camera. Complete disaster. So despite him dropping the box, here is the complete diorama. I think from his reaction, he liked it, or at least I hope he did. He's probably at home, just tossed it in the trash maybe, but oh well. I had fun making it. But what do you think of the diorama? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it works as a concept idea? I do hope to create more of these videos in the future whenever I get some time back. But yeah, keep an eye out. Check out my Mr. Quinn hobby page over on Instagram. Post my work there. And of course, I'll see you next time.